everybody, I'm Joey Paul and I'm an indie author and welcome back to my channel. I write young adult fiction across a variety of genres, and if you think that might interest you, then think about subscribing below. So we're going to do what we usually do around this time of month, and that is look back over what I've achieved the past month. We're going to split it into 3 categories: work, health and miscellaneous, and starting with work. I'll start this off by saying that I don't have an accurate count of chapters and such, as I was pretty sick during the end of May, which I'll talk about in the health section, so I'm not going to be giving you stats this month. I started to get back my editor's notes for Invisible and plan to dive into that in June, fixing the plot holes and character things and getting the book into shape so that I can send it to the line editor on August 1st. Writing wise, what I did manage, I enjoyed. I found that both of my current projects are exciting me in different ways. Like Barrel Detection has a lot of world building that I am very much adoring. The History Thief has a lot of twists and turns as any crime mystery, and of course those leftover threads from the French murder to tie up. Both of them have been a joy to write, and I'm looking forward to next month to getting all the chapters done. Revision with Third Ache has been going well, so even though I struggled with working days this month, I have felt like I'm making progress, which is always a good thing. Not as much work this month because I was sick for a chunk of it, but what I did manage I'm happy with, which is always a nice position to be in. And in health, I had Meeple on the 5th and that went about as well as expected. Mental health took a nosedive with pain levels being as bad as they have this past month, but once again I'm hoping that things will get better and ease this coming month. I got sick the tail end of May. B, my best friend and carer, was with someone who tested positive for COVID. She was knocked out with what we think might have been just a terrible cold, and I got it too. Because we both tested daily and never got a positive result, we don't think it was COVID. I spoke to my hospital doc and he advised that we treat it as if we'd had a positive result, as in isolating and stuff like that, because the new variant is notoriously difficult to catch on lateral flow tests and it's impossible to get a PCR test unless you're admitted, which we weren't, thankfully. It was not a good month for health, but I am doing somewhat better now. And in the miscellaneous section, we lost a kitty this month. Miss Spaghetti, Hetty as we called her, had what we thought was an infection. It turned out to be a tumour, and within 24 hours of that being realised, the vet advised that we let her go. It was a horrible 24 hours, but I was glad that we were able to be with her. She crawled into my lap, something she very rarely did, when it was time for the meds, and passed with all of us loving her. Hetty was born 16 years ago to a stray cat I was fostering and didn't know was pregnant. She was grumpy and old and she did not like the kittens, but she was also loving and sweet and always happy to purr. Needless to say, we miss her terribly, especially because she died on the 10th and would have been 16 on the 25th. In more positive news, I have stuck to the wheelchair walks and decided to take part in the British Red Cross's Miles for Refugees event. There were 6 distances to choose from, all of them routes refugees take over Europe, and I will be wheelchair walking the English Channel, which is 22 miles, over the month of June. If you want to sponsor me, the form is listed below and I'd greatly appreciate it. It's my first time doing something like this, but I know I'll enjoy the wheelchair walks, and given that I'd be almost doing that distance over the month of June anyway, it made sense to do it for a cause I believe in. If you're interested in following along, I'll be posting about it on Twitter and in my Instagram stories, which are always linked below. So yeah, there we go. It's a short month. I wish I could say it was short and sweet. Losing Hetty, not being well, it was not a good month, but hopefully from now on it will go better. I'm hoping that the pain flare will ease out as the season change stops fluctuating so much, and I'll just start to do better overall. So yeah, what's something that you managed this month that you're really proud of? Let me know in the comments down below. So that's all I've got time for today. If you want to support my channel, you can comment, like or subscribe. I post new videos on Thursdays. You can find me all over social media, and my books are available everywhere, and you can also sign up for my newsletter. And don't forget to pick up Cramming Chronicles The Second Pang, which is the second in a young adult of a maxi series. And also don't forget to grab a ticket for the city in Birmingham in July, where I'll be signing books. All the links to which are listed below. Thanks for watching, and remember to keep writing. Bye.